This is the final Titanfall, I suppose. And I honestly wanted this to be the final run I do today. But unfortunately, Perry's just recovering the Roscoe at the moment. He bent the derailleur hanger and he just needs to rest up after his tumble over the handlebars. Yeah, so if you don't know this is coming, like I did in my first season, you go off the left, you start pitching down, you panic, you brake, you go over the handlebars, and those rocks get your kidneys. Okay. Brad! No! No, 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 Brad! Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
What'd you do?
Caught a front tire.
You okay?
Yeah.
So, as it stands, I'm about to solo Thunderbolt, the trail that's been eluding me for the past 4 years. This isn't too bad so far. Jesus Christ. Lean back. Yes! That's what I'm talking about, come on! Go Titan! Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Oh my god. Okay, good. Not sure where. Oh shoot. This is what the past 4 years has been building up to. This monster of a trail. Oh, okay. So we're gonna come on. Come on, off the brakes. Off the brakes. Let's go. Good. Yes. Help. Few steps out. Few people have walked this part. Or they've at least flattered. Whoa! I looked at the side. I looked at the aqueduct trail for too long. I got my hopes up, and then just that. So as we drop down, wishing well for the final time, might as well give the final tech specs to Titan 3.0, the final Titan. The original rolling chassis is a giant stance 27.52, the 2016 model. So the second generation of stance. Within it is a RockShox Monarch R. That's still stock. Because aside from the rims, the handlebar and the stem, that's the only thing that's remained stock. Most other things have been modified due to manufacturer defaults or due to need for replacement. So we continue, we've got the RockShox Recon fork, which is running 120mm travel. It only has a turnkey lockout and low speed rebound, which is adjustable at the bottom. That was used to replace the stock XC30 120mm travel that came with it because the lowers were machined too narrow, so it caused unnecessary stiction within the fork. So that was replaced by SRAM free of charge because they realized that it was their fault and they upgraded me to the Recon, which was nice. Moving along, we've got the Shimano XT 1x11. I do have a 30 tooth ring equipped at the front, not the 32 ring that a lot of people buy, just because I want that extra bit of grunt for climbing. That came in the same group set, which is also my Shimano XT brakes, just the 2-pot design, powering 180 rotor at the front and a 160mm rotor out the rear. Love these brakes. Probably my favorite set of brakes I've ever owned. Absolutely adore them. The stem, the handlebars, and the headset spacers, all the stock giant components. I think it's just their Connect series. The handlebars are 70-80 wide. Yeah. The handlebars are 740 wide, and the stem is 50 millimeters long. The rims are the stock alloy giant ones. Nothing flash about them, they're near indestructible. Then we've got the Maxxis Ardent 27.5 by 2.25 inch. Now Maxxis Ardents did come stock with this, but they were the tubed variety. And I found out very quickly that I wouldn't be able to convert to tubeless with the stock ones, so we chucked those out and we got the brand new model ones. And again, really love these Ardents. Compared to the Michelin Force XCs, which I reviewed this year, these are just a much better all-rounder. Yes, they are slower on the hard pack, but for everything else, including this, they're just more indestructible. They're far more grippy, and I adore them. I think that's got to be a PB on wishing well for me. That felt great. Heading towards the rear. The rear is the Fox Transfer 100mm dropper. Because I'm a bit short in the legs, unfortunately I couldn't spec a proper 125mm or even a 150mm dropper. Let's go into Flowtown, let's go. I couldn't spec a longer dropper post, so 100mm is it. But a dropper post is a dropper post and it works beautifully. That replaced the KSE10 that I ran for 2 seasons and that I chiefly complained about after experiencing the KS Integra and previous incarnations of the Fox Dropper and the Fox DOS. My contact points are the Giant Connect saddle. Wow! Whoop! Oh, I was not prepared for that. My contact points are the Giant Contact saddle, which came stock. Bontrager chunky grips, which are lock-ons, and the jet black pedals, which I originally got with this bike. They have endured so much over the years, and if the next buyer doesn't want them, well, hell, I'm going to take them and spec them to whatever bike I need to test next. So if I'm being honest, seeing as this is its final review, its best components now are probably what I've modified to it. Whoa! And some of its weaknesses are what's been retained. So the Shimano XT group set, both the drivetrain and the brakes, absolutely perfect. I have adored them ever since I fit them and took it to Stromlo. 1x11, and especially this refined version from Shimano, is just absolutely beautiful. Have not had a fault with either component. Barely needs servicing actually, which is great. The Fox Transfer, smoothest dropper post I've used. Not as reliable as the Bontrager drop line. It's incredibly smooth to actuate, and being externally routed, it's been holding up pretty well to the element. This comfortably sits with a nice amount of travel that you can take on most trails with it. I'm not going to say downhill. Thunderbolt was sketchy enough, but you can take on most trails and it will work. Fair amount of pedal bob and a bit of squat, just a bit. But when you're dealing with a dual suspension made for your entry-level market, you're not exactly looking for the premium racing edge. And the flex point linkage was always made to be the lowest common denominator, aside from having a single pivot linkage like with your orange bike. So in the Through an Amateur's Eyes rating book, where would it actually fit? Honestly, when I started out, we'd be looking at the good rating or even the okay rating. It wasn't mind-blowing to begin with, and I think the only thing that really had a lot of people going was that you could get a dual suspension bike for $2 grand. How it leaves me now, maybe it's great. It's better than good. Maybe it's great. Just because the Shimano XT components have really brought it together. So, okay, I'm actually getting a bit choked up there. Okay, compose myself. So, I suppose this is the end of Titan. Keep riding and stay awesome, guys, as I sort of cry a bit. Oh, gee.